On this week's 2-minute tip, we're talking about Chinese cabbage. So we've all tried the traditional green and red cabbage that forms the big heads, and we use it in slaw or cabbage soups. But I want to tell you about a type of cabbage that you may not have tried before. So this right here is called Bok Choy. You'll also hear it called Pak Choy or even sometimes Pok Choy, just depending on what area of the country or what area of the world it's being grown. And although it falls into the category of Chinese cabbage, it doesn't really taste like cabbage. Tastes more like a mustard green, but it has a milder flavor without that kind of sharp bite that you get with mustard. With other greens like mustard or turnips or collards, we usually always remove the stem before we cook them because that stem can kind of be tough and not very palatable. But the good thing about the bok choy is you can eat the whole plant. These white stems here are really tender and cook up really nice. They're also really easy to grow, and you can grow them kind of two different ways. You can grow them to harvest as baby greens, or you can let them get full size and get these nice big florets like you see here. To grow these as baby greens, you'll direct seed them really densely on a bed that's say 2 to 2.5 foot wide. And when the leaves start to form, you'll just come through there and cut the leaves off and harvest those. And you can use it as kind of a cut and come again crop and get several different harvests there, much like we do our premium greens mix. Now, if you want to grow the big florets like this, the plants are going to need a little more space. So that's where I like to use transplants. So we'll start these things in our seed starting trays, and they usually only take about 3 to 4 weeks to grow out some nice transplants that we can then put into the in-ground garden. When I'm putting in the transplants, I'll put these guys on a double row with drip irrigation in the middle, and I'll put these plants about 8 inches apart along that row. And these things grow really fast. Usually in about 50 days, give or take a few depending on your outside temperatures, you've got some nice big florets like this. The variety of bok choy that we carry and that we grow is called Joy Choy, and it's got a really good germination rate on it. Grows really well whether you direct seed it or whether you start it in the seed trays and grow out the transplants. So if you're looking for a green that's easy to grow, that grows fast, and is really cold hardy, give this bok choy a try. It won't take long for you to realize that this is going to be a keeper for many years to come in your cool weather garden. I hope you enjoyed this week's 2-minute tip. We'll see you next week.